Well, what entertainment we have had in this final session with Ravindra Jadeja scoring yet another 50, dismissed for the first time in the second innings in this series. Washington Sundar, those huge sixes has ensured India have given England a target of 374 to make it 3-1. And just for context, at Leeds, England had to chase
371.
371. Just three more than what you can hope for. So, India have 1 hour and 15 minutes today. 1 hour, 5 minutes rather. 374.
Yeah, 374.
India have 1 hour and 5 minutes potentially to get back at England and then take 10 wickets.
Yeah.
Because the weather today and tomorrow is not looking that good for the afternoon session at this point in time. So, Washington Sundar's brilliance, I mean, those sixes that he hit, man, oh man, what power. And that is why, for the first time, you've seen Akashdeep 66, Jaddu hitting another 50, and Washington Sundar. All your all rounders are doing rather well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just by the looks of it, or whatever has happened in the last couple of test matches, you would want to, say one thing, that the inclusion of all-rounders has worked a lot. Washington Sundar specifically has been the most better of the two all-rounders here as far as both Jadeja and him are concerned. Sundar has at least taken those wickets. He took a 4-wicket haul in Lords, took a couple of wickets in Manchester also, and now has done extremely well with the bat also consistently. With Jadeja, he has been now India's one of the top run scorers in the series. So yeah, that's turned out to be well. And once Akashdeep actually scored those 66 odd runs today, you clearly knew that you were batting until number 9 today, and that's what really happened. That's the advantage that India had, and as a result of it, 373 does look like a great score. As far as the overall lead goes, I think that's what something that I had also predicted in the first session, that if India can score about 350 odd, like plus minus 20 odd runs, I think it's clearly going to be advantage India, and that's what it looks like.
I mean, yeah, if you look at it, see, it is totally advantage India at this point in time. Remember, yet again, no team has chased down 263 plus at the Oval ever. 123 years back, 263 was chased. But in 2024, Sri Lanka did chase down 219, but for the loss of only 2 wickets. Now, here, when you look at it with this new ball and with everything, the pitch does have some bit of movement. But actually, batting has become slightly better than what it was in the
Yeah.
first innings. So, that is why it is not going to be easy. England will have to rewrite the history books to chase 374. But somewhere down the line, there is a bit of poetic justice in this entire series. You started off with dropped catches, hurting a team. It's ending with dropped catches, almost hurting the team.
Almost hurting, yeah.
You have to chase 371 to win the match. Here, you have to chase 374 to win the series. Jadeja, 550s when you look at it. He's not been dismissed even once. And if you look at it, the mode of dismissal that was there kind of looked like the Champions Trophy's final of 2017 at this venue, where he tried to
Junaid
late cut,
Khan got the better
but
of him.
Junaid
Yeah.
Khan got the edge, and that's how that match was anyway lost for
Same
India.
venue.
Yeah, same venue. So, but Sundar has ensured that his big hits, one I think went out of the stadium with which they had to retrieve the ball, and that's why there was a small layover. But then we only have about 5-6 minutes to go. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? How many wickets can England lose, or do you see Duckett and Crawley getting off to a flyer?
See, it's currently, I think, 10-17. You'll probably start in another 5 minutes or so at max. So you'll have about 18 odd overs, or maybe 15 to 18 odd overs today, because you can extend until, I think, 11:30.
That's it, yeah.
I think if India can finish with a total of 3 wickets, then they'll be really happy, going into stumps. But anything less than 3, and let's say, England get off to a flyer, say they are about 90-95 odd for no loss, after 15 to 18 odd overs, then I think I would say it's still advantage India, but England would go, into stumps with some kind of confidence that at least, they've gotten off to a flyer and haven't really lost any wickets. But I think at least until stumps, irrespective of what happens, it is advantage India.
See, even if you don't get the opening combination out cheaply, it is still advantage India, because for one simple reason, trust in England's recklessness more than the conditions. I mean, you look at it, if there was one brain fade moment in this whole test match, Duckett's reverse sweep. No need to play 92 for no loss. and then you just managed another 140 runs or more,
150
153.
odd runs, yeah.
Yeah, and you lost all 10 wickets. So that is why England, see, you got 2 days. Time is of no, if you look at it, pressure for both sides.
Yeah, assuming there's no rain.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the weather outlook at this point in time for day 4 and day 5, Sunday and Monday, the problem is that's the thing. 4 hour rain outlook, but it can change. It can change. So that's why don't think about the weather and everything. Just pick 10 wickets with 10 good balls. It's going to be very simpler in that sense. Piyush Nandre is saying, is there no international cricket for Indian month of August? No. There is no international cricket. This is potentially tomorrow might be the last day that India plays some international cricket.
Or at least Monday, at most Monday.
At most Monday, but I don't see it going to Monday because now there will be a lull and you will see India return to action only in September. But even there is a bit of an issue. So that is the thing. And GM Kapil Dev is saying play can go on till 12 a.m., not 11:30 p.m. They will add 30 minutes to scheduled play as usual, 98 overs.
No, actually the point is that you can go up to at max of 11:30, but let's say, let's assume that there is a rain delay that you have now for about 15-20 odd minutes. You lose a few overs, and that's the only scenario in which you can extend up to 12.
Yeah, GM Kapil Dev, that is the situation. Yesterday we went until 12 a.m. because there was a rain delay, and or your 12 a.m. thing can happen if you are pushing for a win.
Yeah.
If you are pushing for a win at this point in time. So that's why it is going to be really doing well done by him in 3 matches, 19 wickets. Josh Tung, yeah. He did pick up in that sense. So that is why it's going to be very, very interesting. And somebody was saying it's a repeat of 2021 WTC final. 2021. How? I really don't know how that is. So either the condition is different or I've seen a different match altogether. So I really don't know what
But
to
then
make
what
about
do you,
it.
just quickly, what do you make of the approach displayed by both Jadeja and Washington Sundar? I think that was the need of the hour. That was at least, we all discussed during the tea session, also the tea update that we gave. And I'm really happy with the fact that, India have really accelerated after that. Just about, I think, almost, I think, about 100 odd runs scored in an hour or so. So that way, I think the perspective was good, the mindset was good. You wanted to go for the big shots, and you have really gone for it. I think that's the really that's the way you play with the tail.
You see, that is how you play. That is how confidently you first ground them, and then when you realize that okay, you have to accelerate, you accelerated. Everything was proper cricket that was played. Jadeja and Sundar's partnership and Sundar's exploits have almost taken the game away from England. But then we have seen England go gung ho, but that approach is really going to hurt them on this particular wicket. So that is why it is a really big thing. Nationally, Siraj wasn't out, but that is the Indian team's fault. They took the reviews. All the 3 reviews failed. He didn't have a single review. That's why with Siraj's 0, the team was cost 100 runs more. That is all I will say at this point. Ashwin Kamath. Hi guys, Ashwin from Italy, of course. I love your shows, but my better half hates me watching your shows in future. Why not have Sundar up the order and have one more genuine bowler in the side? No, yeah.
I think that's really going to change maybe as and when, there are a couple of more retirements. See, with Ravindra Jadeja, we all know that he has hit maybe the peak of his batting. But one of the most glaring concerns that he has is his bowling. When it comes to the subcontinent conditions, I think he's still going to bowl well. But when India go abroad, let's say the next tour that India will have is of New Zealand in 2026. That's when, you would want to ask a question whether Jadeja is a guaranteed starter or not. That's something that remains to be seen. But as and when, this team gets into, transition as far as the lower order goes, that way I think you can probably figure out a way to do that.
Saurav was like asking me, Sid, how do you see Pope's captaincy? So far, I would say it's been pretty mediocre.
50-50-ish, yeah.
But tilting towards the mediocre side. Because see, he had to ensure that the bowlers bowled the right lengths and line.
Yeah.
But the message didn't go through. And that's why you're going to see what's going to happen. So Akashdeep is starting proceedings with Zach Crawley on strike. Let's see how it goes. We'll be back now for the day's end. And I see England losing 2 wickets today. So
I see them finishing at about 80 odd for 3.
80 for 3. I'm saying the same number of runs, but I think 1 wicket less. So that is how 80 for 2. I'm saying he's saying 80 for 3. Let's see how that pans out. So yes, for one last time, we are going to be doing this. It's the innings break that has ended. We'll now join you for stumps, and then later on maybe for the match end?
Sarat Chandra, 70 for 3.
70 for
Okay.
3. Okay, so see you. Bye bye. See you at 11:30.